As always, we got Gunny Matheson, Joe Schmidt, and our special guest today.
All right.
Episode 123, Ben Beckett.
All right, we're back with another episode of the show. As always, we got Gunny Matheson, Joe Schmidt, Cade McCutcheon, and Run for a Million qualifier, Ben Beckett.
Thanks for having me.
Sounds good.
Welcome.
It sure sounds good.
Yeah, that was a heck of a horse show. I mean, it was for all of us that everybody here was there. It was a heck of a horse show.
With the horse that kind of come full circle.
Yeah,
Right?
kind of. Started right here.
Oh, Joe Schmidt. Got something to say about it?
Have you said thank you to Joe yet for the foundation?
Got something to
I
say,
did
Joe?
the other day.
Yeah, he actually did.
Thanks, sure.
See there? We got him to say a couple things.
But we were telling the story because you owned him. Originally.
Yeah, I owned him as a yearling. Sold him to Joe's customer.
Yeah.
That was maybe a mistake.
Yeah.
Felt good at the time.
But we made that year. Both of us were the last
Yeah, we were the last
to get in the level 4 finals. I think both
Turkey.
Cade and I.
Not my proudest moment. One of his, not mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hurts a little, Joe.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just
I don't think it's his proudest moment, though.
not
I
very
think
nice
Smart
to
Like
you.
nothing's
Smart
going to top Smart Like Smart.
Yeah.
No, we're going to top it this year. Aren't we,
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to top it this year.
Well,
Run for the million. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
yeah. Now it doesn't matter what happens. Rest of the year.
Just fun now.
Yeah, rest of the year, right up until the Run for a Million. Doesn't matter.
Well, it
what
depends
happens.
if they fix the payout because the last
No, last year it paid everyone.
Yeah, I think
It did?
Yeah, it pays
Oh.
15 deep now, 16 deep.
Last year it paid everyone. But I did want to ask you, will your horse be showing in the rookie from now to then to prepare?
Yeah.
No. No, that's funny. That horse actually showed in Florida a month before this.
Yeah.
In the non-pro.
You
Oh,
better
really?
make a phone call before this airs, okay? Just go over it with your. Hey,
supposed
by
to
the
put
way,
this
I
closer
said
to you.
this. Just
Because that's what
Customer
you
service.
bought him to be, a
He-
rookie,
he-
non-pro horse.
He's a non-pro horse. Limited non-pro. I don't think Rink is eligible for the rookie anymore, but
Yeah.
that horse showed in Midland, Michigan 2-3 times a weekend, every weekend, and was a 72, 73 every time. And then I'd show him, and he'd, I think past June or July, he was a 4 or 5 every time for me. So would it really hurt him? Probably not, but we probably want to bubble wrap him till we get to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. And sometimes that's so good for, we've seen it before. Sometimes that's great. Jared Leclerc's horse a couple years ago pulled double duty. I mean, I think sometimes that's good for those things to walk in there and just have a smooth, easy, not get their guts called on every time. And I think it's good sometimes.
100%.
Yeah. How much have you showed him in some aged events before this?
So I showed him in Florida last year in the Derby. I was a 20 on him there. I took him to NRBC. Wasn't very good there. I was maybe a 15 or 16. And then we took him to the non-pro, showed him at the Buckeye and in a local show there again in June. And then I started showing him again in July. I was a 50 and a half on him at the Midland Derby. And then we took him to, I think, the Congress. And I was a 21 in the senior and then 25 in the Open Derby.
25 and a half. We tied. Weren't we 25 and a
Where
half?
I can't remember, 25, something like that.
I'm pretty sure we had a half.
Funny story. I was supposed to school him in the senior, and my fiance was showing the senior. And I said, if you're not leading it, I'm gonna show him. And I was actually not. I haven't even rode him in the pen yet, and I was just kind of loping around the other pens, and I was just sitting there, and she was maybe 4 or 5 draws before me, and I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and show him. He's a 21.
Pretty good old horse, huh?
Yeah, it's an awesome horse.
How old is he now?
8.
8. Yeah, you picked a good time to peak. That's for sure. Picked a good time to peak. Yeah, because it's an experience. Like going out there is an experience like none other. I mean, it gets you a lot of attention, and it's just fun. I mean, to sit down and do the autograph signings and all the stuff, and you're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I will see how it comes when I get there, but going to the qualifier, you try not to make it a high-pressure situation for yourself, but you got to sit there and start thinking about it more and more, and you're like, there's a lot of people know about this, and if I mess up, everyone's going to know. So it's hard not to transfer that pressure to your horse. So try your best to stay out of their way and keep it cool.
That's one thing that impressed me about that week from you is I know that horse. I know if you take him further than he goes, it doesn't work.
100%.
And in that setting, it is easy to take one further than they go. And you didn't. You hung right where you did the exact same thing you did at the Congress. Didn't overthink it. Just went, this is what I have. This is what I'm going to do. And it worked out. And I think that a lot of people get in trouble throughout the week there by going that one step further that they don't have. And that was the most impressive part to me is that you just, and you said it during the week to me a couple times. This is where I need to be. Don't go too far.
Well, I figured that out at the NRBC last year. Because I took him to Florida. I was at 220. I'm like, man, he was dang good. If I just push him a little bit more, I'm at 24, 25, and actually win some. And I go to NRBC, and I put the pressure on, and he, regressed. And that's him. If you just let him be, and he's going to try his heart out, but let him do what he does well. The biggest thing that horse got going for him is that he's pleasant, and he does his job very happy. Don't take that away from him.
And that's an easy horse show to overdo, not just because of the pressure, but because there's a lot of time on your hands.
Oh, God, you only bring one horse.
Yeah.
I brought my Xbox so I could do something else.
Yeah. Yeah, good thinking. Because it can get away from you a little bit sometimes with one horse or two horses or even three horses. I mean, it's just, for us, it was so different. Was the arena even open at night?
It was open till midnight.
Open till midnight.
Yeah, we came at 4 one morning, not knowing. Woke up early. Let's just lope them around the pen before we do school them. And it was closed. We're like, go play Xbox.
But you guys had go play Xbox. Yeah. But you guys had good arena time the whole time. Right? It was easy to get ready, right?
Yeah, that was a good show to get ready.
No, Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock, I get on my buckskin. I'm walking down there to go ride, and my dad was the only one in there. I mean, I trotted around for a couple minutes, let him have a paid warm-up. I mean, where else the night before your show you're going to get a paid warm-up like that?
Yeah, no, it was good. And the facilities was good. I haven't been down there since he built some new barns and
Incredible.
stuff.
Holy
Everything
moly.
was, yeah.
Well, and it ran smooth. Like it seemed like they put on a good horse show. It wasn't like they were piecing stuff together.
Yeah, no. I think having Cheryl Cody come in with pro management, I think was a good idea. I think that worked out great.
And I think Taylor's crew there, Brandon, Bearden, and that whole crew was very on top of anything you need. When nobody ever when you told them what to do, they just bam on it. I think that was really important too.
Well, I think it was awesome how they also added all the open houses. For the owners that came in a couple days early to experience the trip, they had stuff to do. And I mean, that place with the stallion barn there, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the stallion barn is incredible.
I mean, what a cool experience for an owner to come out there and enjoy that, and see that.
Yeah. I'm sure none of us have ever seen anything like that. I mean, that stallion barn.
Not
was
even when we went to
crazy.
Kentucky to them nice places. Nothing like that.
No.
And those were nice places, but
Yeah, I would recommend to anybody ever in the Weatherford area, go there and just check out the 4-6 Stallion Barn and the offices, and holy cow. I mean, I can't even imagine what it took to build those buildings, because they're as nice as a house.
yeah.
Nicer.
Nicer.
Yeah.
No, it was great. So
And who else had open? Ixtal had an open house.
Tishman,
Casey.
Casey and Josh.
Steak and lobster at Deary's.
Did you go?
Was it steak and lobster? Really?
That's what he
No.
said on Facebook.
no, he said not steak and lobster.
No, I think it was actually catered by like Chick-fil-A or something. I think I saw some pictures.
Yeah,
Second best, man.
Yeah, he actually said not steak and lobster, but
That shows how good Gunny listens.
yeah.
But Josh has like a Clydesdale or something. That's kind of cool. I didn't go.
Yeah,
over there.
black and white Clydesdale. That thing looked
What are they
pretty cool.
training that to do?
Ride it bareback.
Yeah, give rides to people that come to the open house.
Yeah.
He shows it. It's trained like a normal quarter horse. It was like his college project, and he shows it.
Oh, really?
Like everything. He shows it in the hunter under saddle and like everything.
Josh does?
No, one of the guys that works for
Oh, okay. Like, dang.
That's pretty interesting. I don't know that the mic's picked up on that, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think our producer would know that the mics aren't going to pick that up, but you know. So, how old are you?
30.
30.
Not quite, actually.
30.
Couple weeks. I'm 30.
That's pretty. That's pretty exciting to be able to at this point. Where did you get started?
Oh, my family started me in the horses. My dad's a veterinarian. My grandpa was a veterinarian. My grandpa was actually the vet for Dale Wilkinson
Okay.
back there in Findlay, Ohio. And my dad grew up with guys like Clark Bradley and Dale and Rick Weaver. So growing up, I kind of was hanging around a lot of those guys. I actually grew up riding with Trevor Dare's mom,
Okay.
Linda, and her lesson program. So that's where I got started,
And that was in Ohio.
in Ohio. Yeah. Hilliard, Ohio.
You worked down here for a minute though. Casey Hinton, extra quarter horses,
Brian.
Brian.
But before that, you were a non-pro at Sean's for a minute, right?
Okay, yeah. So, well, I played football through high school, and I didn't really do horses very much. Like, I had a rule in our family that you can't do horses full time. Like, you got to play sports, go to school. Horses are secondary. You have horses your rest of your life.
Were you trying to be on the Ohio State football team?
I want to go to TCU.
Oh,
I'll be a horn frog, man. Go to
okay.
school in Fort Worth. Oh boy, that would have been my spot. But yeah, no, I did for a long time. I wanted to play college football, and as a junior, I led our team to the state playoffs, got us to the third round, and we ended up losing. And then my senior year, I actually get benched for a future Ohio State backup. Kid's like 6'4", 220, could throw it like 70 yards. And I'm just this short white guy that can't run very fast. But, yeah, so after my senior year, I didn't play. I was a backup. That kind of
derailed your career.
little bit. So I decided to actually, I enrolled in the University of Findlay. And I went there for I think I was enrolled for 9 weeks.
To play football?
No, I was there. I was there to do the equestrian program.
Ah, okay.
Because my grandpa and Dale actually started that. So I kind of went there as like a legacy thing for a bit. And it was my parents also wanted me to get a college education. But being there for a couple of weeks, and I was still showing my non-pro horse, I felt like my next step was to go work for someone because I could show a non-pro horse, but I had no idea how to ride a 2-year-old. So that's where it led me to Trevor.
Finley's probably turned out more good guys than probably any other college, huh? I mean, I think didn't Todd Crawford go there? Debbie
Todd,
Brown,
Casey,
Brandon Brandt.
I'm sure there's a lot of bad guys we don't hear about too.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be the
Dan,
Yeah.
Brett Walters went there.
Yeah, I can't think of another college that turned out that many people.
No.
Back in the day, when Dale was there, I mean, everyone wanted to be around Dale. And Bill Horn was around Dale. So, having guys like Dale, Bill Horn, Paul,
Yeah.
everyone just flocked to him. So, yeah. not
Who was
surprising.
teaching there when you went?
So when I was there, Clark Bradley was in his last year or two. Steve Brown just left.
And Clark was a great horseman.
He was
Great
awesome.
horseman.
He was awesome. As a youth, I got to stall with him at the Congress.
Yep.
And he helped me through years because when I was playing football, if I maintained a 3.5 GPA, played football, played basketball, my parents would let me lease a horse from Findlay for the summer. So I would lease that horse through Clark or one of those guys, and I'd get it for like 3 months. And actually, that's when I started spending my summers with Rick Weaver.
Okay.
So I'd take this leased horse, and my parents just threw me in a trailer with this guy named Rick I'd never met. Said, "Here," and I went up to Erie, Pennsylvania, and I lived in on his couch and cleaned stalls for him and saddled horses for him, and he helped me with my leased horse from Findlay for the summers.
Yeah. Rick's a great guy, though, huh?
Oh,
Great
man.
guy.
And on a different note, didn't Rick judge this week?
Yeah. What do you mark you?
I'd be curious to know who
Was he high, low, or
Oh yeah.
did you
I
look?
want to say.
Yeah.
I want to say he was all fives in a 76 and a half. Let's check old show manager.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you look? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I probably did exactly what he taught me to.
That's great. And you rode with Sean a little bit then as a
Well,
non-pro?
so I would spend the summers with Rick, but Rick was 5 hours away from me. So after I got done with my senior football season, my dad kind of said, "Okay, you want to do horses? Let's do horses." So he sent me over to Sean, and Sean had this Walla Walla Whiz gelding that had 2 bowed tendons, and we bought him. No pre-purchase, by the way. My dad came out. We watched him. My dad watched me ride
Your
him
dad,
around.
that's the vet.
My dad's the vet. And he watched him. He goes, I like him. My dad goes, I love him. Let's buy him. And Sean goes, you want to vet him? He goes, nah, I watched him. He looks good. Felt his leg, both bowed tendon legs. He'll be fine. We bought him up, and you got to know too. But back then, I mean, I didn't know how to do anything. I'm a lesson kid. I just go left, right, kind of stop, go a little bit, and
I don't think a lot of people knew how to do it that great then.
I still don't think I do. But
Yeah, I don't.
anyways, that horse
Joe does.
I think I won the levels 1 through 3 non-pro derby on him that year, and as a youth, I won the Congress, all the youth classes at the Congress. He was a great horse for me. He was out of that Ready Make Cowboy mare.
I don't remember. I don't know who was out of it.
Don't
But I
tap the
remember his
table.
name.
The Lindsay, oh gosh,
Well, I just remember his name.
Ready Make
Walla
Cowboy.
Call.
I think that thing's produced like 300,000.
Was it the mother? Were you about to say it was the mother of one of Lindsey Jordan's too?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the Magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Magnum
the
gelding.
buckskin magnum.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mother of that
Oh, yeah.
one, and then Brandon Brandt had the really good Spruce Got a Whiz. That didn't he win the first go?
Oh,
on
and the one that
100X?
died.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was out of that
It was a
mare.
great mare.
Yeah,
Great mare. But
and
at
that horse would have won a lot.
But at that time, I don't think that Magnum gelding even won the Derby.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we find this gelding. We're like, hadn't won $1, kind of half. You know, he got hurt as a 3-year-old because he bowed both tendons. I got him as a 4-year-old. We had a whole year off. Got him as the end of his 4-year-old year. And sure enough, he turned out to be a great horse. I wish I had him now. That thing would have been awesome.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I showed against you at the Youth World on that horse.
It could have. I
Yeah.
never did very good at the youth. Well, I was-
No, I didn't know. We tied. We tied in the first go.
Yeah.
We were third, I think. And then you smoked me in the finals. I remember that.
Yeah, I was second, third. I guess I did okay.
And you were 12 the first time.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because you had to have been a lot younger because you're 5 years younger.
yeah, yeah. If you were in it, I had to have been 5 years younger than you.
Yeah.
I was still pretty proud to keep up with you.
And that was, but when you were winning all that was when you were riding with Rick.
Well, so no, that was when I was at Sean's. And
Okay.
actually, so through high school, so I did this like work release program my senior year to where I only had to go to like 2 classes. And as long as I had someone sign off, like Ben Beckett's working for me, I could just work rest of the day. So I'd go to 2 classes in the morning, and I'd show up at Sean's right before lunchtime. And I'd start saddling horses for him or whatnot. And I'd work for him the rest of the day.
Man, I wish they would have had that when I
Yeah,
was in
me
high
too.
school. I had the guy behind the counter at the golf course sign off for me.
Yeah. So started doing that, and I rode with Sean that year.
Yeah. And then you went from, how old were you there when you worked for Sean?
Just turned 19.
Just out of high school.
April, yeah, right out of high
Yeah.
school. During my high school year, yeah.
Yeah. So then after Sean, then you decided you wanted to be a professional?
Well, it's funny because, success makes you think you know a lot. So as a non-pro, I'm like, I'm winning. I'm winning more money than I'm, know what to do with. So yeah, let's be a horse trainer. And I called Trevor up. I quit college. My mom was so mad at me. Oh my God. Oh man, she was so mad. But yeah, I quit school. So I was enrolled at school there for 9 weeks, and I quit and moved out to Purcell to work for Trevor right before the fraternity,
Yeah.
and started working for him.
And how long did you stay at Trevor's?
So I worked for Trevor, I think, for close to 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Two different times. I was there with him for when it was the original Extra, when he worked for Extra,
Yep.
and then partially for the Silver Spurs thing. But it was 2 different times I worked for Trevor, but I think altogether about 4 years.
Yeah. Great place to go to work.
Oh, man.
Great place to go to work. For everything, not just for the horse training, but for work ethic, for
Yeah.
just being a good guy.
Well,
Trevor Dare we're talking about. Yeah.
Trevor works.
Yeah.
He works his ass off, and it was hard to keep up with him. You know, he come from that Todd Crawford, so
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, my good friends were for Todd. I mean, those guys go from 2:00 in the morning till 7 p.m. at night in the summers, and Trevor's not far off from that.
Yeah.
So I think I played high school football at like 190. By July, my first year there, I was like 165.
And then from Trevor's, you worked for Casey Hinton for a little while, right?
Yeah. So actually, after Trevor's, I went back home and I said, I'm going to go back to play college football again. And I was home for a couple months, and I got back with my old high school coach, and he started helping me get recruited again. And by that time, I was out of it for a couple of years. And he said, you could go play like junior college and play for a year, or a D3 school and transfer back and try to go D1 again. And I was doing that for a little bit, and then I think maybe 2-3 months in, I wasn't riding much. I'm like, man, I miss riding. My dad always used to tell me that, horses are going to be there your whole life. There's a very short amount of time that you can play football. And I'm a football guy. I love that sport. But not riding for me was a big issue.
Right.
So sure enough, after that, I said I want to go back to training after I think about 3 months. I was actually enrolled in the school. I was about to go back and start spring football. But yeah, I said, you know what, I want to go back to horse training. So then I called, I was really close working for Todd. I wanted to call Todd Crawford and start doing the cow horse. But at that time, I wasn't very good at the reining either. So I was like, I don't really want to be bad at two things. So after that, I called Brian Bell, and I worked for Brian. I worked for him for a bit, and then after that, I worked for Casey Hinton.
Okay. Yeah, I bet going from Trevor's to Brian's was a bit of a shock.
Well, yeah, but Trevor, God bless him. He was a great mentor, because he said, you know what, just be a sponge. Be around people that you can learn anything from. And Trevor's does this his way, maybe on the left side, and Brian does his on the right side. That's great. Learn both and see if you can't find something that works for you in the middle.
100%. 100%. And there's not many guys that can. Brian is probably as good as anybody at getting one ready to walk in the show pen and getting them shown.
Well,
He's pretty smart.
what Brian taught me is don't be a puss.
Yeah.
Honest truth. Make it happen.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of truth to that. When it comes down to it, make it happen.
Yeah, how many times you see Brian just full on disaster 2 days out?
Yeah.
But then the night before, still a disaster, but getting a little better. And then the day of 220, 222. It's like,
The dude makes it happen.
how? How did that happen?
Dude, he showed a couple horses down at the Run for the Million that weren't qualifier, that were not supposed to be good enough.
And
He
was right there.
pretty close.
He
If his
made-
mare draws at the end instead of the beginning, it's a pretty dang good run.
He made him look really good.
Yeah.
And we've seen him do it all 100 times.
Yeah. And how many times you see him the night before? Just a disaster. And it works. Makes finals, whatever.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He never panics.
No.
No matter where it's at, he never panics.
I think that's a very large part of what we do. Is just don't panic.
Yeah, without a doubt. So that was really a great set of horses down there. I mean,
It was unbelievable to
81
watch.
in it,
Yeah.
and there was some horses that weren't there because of the 5 guys that were already qualified, or 6, but the 5 professionals that were already qualified. So there was some great horses that weren't there. But looking at that group that was there, I mean, holy smokes.
Well, I was thinking driving over here of like Peter DeFreitas, Casey O'Rourke, Luca Fapani, Wade. I mean, and they all had good runs. 24s. I mean, I think Luca marked 22 and a half on all 3 hits. 22 and a half, 23, 23 and a half. Those are good runs. Peter marked 24. Casey marked 24.
And
Those are-
22 and a half was probably 20th.
Well, at least.
Yeah.
No, yeah. At least. Because Arno was a 24 on his second horse and didn't want to check. And it paid 15.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing. That's something. Marking 24s, 23s, that's not easy to do. And on that day, meant nothing. I mean, you walk away disappointed marking a 24. It's tough.
I mean, I for sure think there's a handful of people that went away from, very small handful of people that went away from that horse show disappointed. Because I'm sure Wade's disappointed, but his two horses were pretty
good.
dang good too.
Yeah.
Like it just did. Like how can you be really that mad? He was pretty good, you know. But there was a few that, you know, had big mistakes or, you know, just didn't work. Just wasn't their day. But for the most part, there was a lot of great runs and a lot of great horses there. I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what, I was holding my breath when Lucas showed that last, like, was he 81?
Yeah.
And he was smoking it.
He was good.
And then he had one little bobble his last stop.
Yeah.
Right.
and that horse is known for +1 and +1.5
Yeah.
as
Huge
stops.
stop. Huge
I
stop.
think he did every time, and then he
Yeah.
just hit a slip of ground that I think someone already stopped in. But man, that was
Yeah, Luca marked 22.5 on that horse, blew his last stop. Craig went right before that and rolled back really bad both ways, marked 24. If he gets rolled back decent,
He's
he
in
bumps you guys, then you and Arno will run off.
Yep.
I mean,
He was doing some big stuff before
Big time.
the rollback.
Same
I
thing
think-
with Peter. If Peter doesn't mess up that right rollback, he's in there too.
I mean, that, it was just small.
I watched Gennaro Lendy's run on Electric Gun. He posted it on Facebook this morning, and it was really good too.
Yeah. A lot of
And
good
he's
runs.
at 22.5. And I'm sitting there scratching my head going, man, that's good. My feelings would be hurt a little bit.
I think there were a lot of people that walked away with their feelings hurt.
Well, at the end of the day, though, it's a game. It is just really a game of inches because these horses are doing one maneuvers, and the difference between marking a 4 and not being close, really, you're 20th probably, and marking a 5.5, and being there, it's a half a point a judge on one maneuver with horses that are all capable of marking ones. I mean, it's that much.
well, we used to talk about plus quarters. Now we're 3/4.
Don't.
Is that what we talked about last week? Did I miss that?
There's no plus quarter.
How
There's
you
no
feel about
plus
that gun?
3/4. You guys are idiots. That's how I feel.
I'm not saying we should bring it back. I'm just saying it's, you know, the horse can run a stop, excellent, but roll back poor.
Yeah.
How do you mark it?
0.
It's hard to market. So, you know,
0 or plus half.
quarter.
Definitely
So-
not plus quarter.
being able to put all the pieces of a maneuver together at a high level is extremely difficult.
For sure.
Yeah, the horses they're just so good right now, and
The training is too.
the training's unbelievable, and it's
And deep.
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 And we talked about there's 6. Okay, there's a gray area, but there's 6 people actually born in America that are in the 16 that qualified. Gray
Which is
area.
crazy.
Gray area is like
Dual
Andrea.
citizenship.
Martin, Neil Stoddard. Who's been here longer, Andrea or Martin?
Oh, Martin's
he's
pretty
old.
old.
Martin's been here a while though. He was over in
Martin's a
Sherman.
little
He was
bit younger.
But even,
yeah.
yeah.
How old is Martin? Anybody know?
45.
Why would anybody know that?
45, 46. I bet he's my age. Close to it. Yeah.
Text-
I thought, he was
Stetter?
old, I thought he was older than you.
Yeah, text him, find out.
I think he's around my age.
But anyway, you go through that list. It's Danny, Arno, Martin. I mean, Gabriel, obviously, he wins. Francesco, Mirko. I mean, it's crazy.
You know,
Been here longer than Martin.
Yeah, because he was in California.
so
Kenmore.
Francesco's horse surprised me because that horse has got him qualified and looked special, and he's looked just borderline close enough. This time, he looked
Oh, he was awesome.
incredibly special this time. Like 2 years old, 10-year-old stallion found more horse, found something. Looked incredible, I thought.
Well, talking to him after that horse has been amazing in the slide contests. Like he's won a couple of those slide contests, won a lot of money doing that. And he said he learned that because that horse would run and stop in the slide contest better than we've ever seen him run and
Yes,
stop.
yes.
And he said he learned to just leave him fresher.
That's what he did then,
And that's
huh?
what he did. He just left him fresher, which
Just
is
trusted
hard
him.
to do.
Yeah.
We all know.
Oh man,
It's easy to say, but it's hard to do. I mean,
Yeah,
trust
but,
your horse.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like you said, you didn't just trust your horse. You trusted your process, and once you figure out your process with each horse, it makes it a lot easier to to trust
To
it
be
too.
more comfortable
To be
with
more
it.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're pot committed. This is what I have to do to get. It's nice to know that because
Yeah.
Well, it's
You know.
hard not to second guess yourself. Even in the warm up pen for me, my horse has been great all week, and the warm up pen, I'm like, this thing is wired. Like I got to calm down. So I go sit in the corner for a bit and do nothing.
yeah,
Just calm down, dude. It's just another horse show because the horse does not care if it's the Run for a Million or it's
yeah,
Yeah.
another local horse show. He doesn't care. Make it to where he has a position to excel, and he excels with low pressure.
Yeah.
Let him just do his thing. So
And
it's hard to trust that because it could have easily gone the other way.
It's very hard to trust that. I mean, and it takes getting to know him a little bit, and you've shown him enough, and your non-pros have shown him enough where you were comfortable with where you were.
Well, truthfully, some of them horses, I don't feel like I really get to know them until my non-pro shows them.
You have to
Until
get
I have to
them
get them
ready.
ready for a non-pro.
Yep.
I'll get them ready for a non-pro. I'm like, hey, I got to dial this thing down and make sure it's going to be quiet and correct for this guy. And I watch him show. I'm like, dang, it looks pretty damn good. Maybe I should try that for me. And sure enough, it is better for me when I do that.
Yeah.
But when
It
you're going to
takes-
show against guys that are doing 1.5 maneuvers back to back, you're like, you got to push yourself to do more. And that word more usually is what messes us up.
yeah. More quickly turns into less.
Yes.
Why'd you ride him in Romel's?
Oh, so
he knew he was Joe Schmidt trained, and there was some California.
Yeah,
in
because I
there.
put that on there when he was 3.
that might have been it. But actually, so I put him in Romel's for my non-pro because my non-pro sometimes would get his reins uneven.
Yeah.
A lot of my non-pros do. It just naturally happens, right? So all you got to worry about is shortening or lengthening.
Yeah.
And I watched that horse, and he presents himself so well in them. And I would school him in Romel's for my non-pro, and I'm like, I love the way he presents himself in the Romel. And where I go to split reins, he looked maybe too overdone, too bridled up. I think that he looked a lot happier and pleasant in the Romel. So that's why I started showing him in, and I started doing that in July, and he started marking 5s, and I think he was usually a 220, 222 before that. He was a really solid horse, and then next thing you know, he just starts marking 5s. I'm like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I did pretty good on him in split reins. I marked 17 and a half.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
Did you have a lot of experience riding in the Romels before you started riding him in the Romels?
Nope. Well, outside of getting horses ready for non-pros. And so Rick, actually, when I was a kid, he taught me to ride with both hands. Because you ride with your left hand, you're going to go better to the right and vice versa. So, when you're riding that, switch hands, it seemed to help me a lot. So, just at home. But I was nervous as can be when I started showing him those things. So I'm like, this is kind of, I can't cheat.
Yeah.
There's no cheating in those things. It's left, right, stop, go. And I think that's actually partially what made that horse present himself better is that I couldn't cheat my inside rein. Quit worrying about all this shape and go left, right, stop, go.
Was he the only horse that qualified in the Romels?
I have no
Trying to
idea.
think.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
think so.
watch. I tried to
would-
get out of there after
I
I
would
showed.
imagine.
I don't think
How many
anybody
people even
else-
showed in Romel's?
I don't know.
No.
2,
Trent did.
maybe?
Trent Harvey.
Trent. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
the 2 that I'm thinking of.
And with that stash, you would show him. You're a
You
cowboy.
have to.
Yeah.
You
You're a
got to show
cowboy.
the Romels.
When you show on Romels like that, you make your hat a little flatter, a little dirtier, and
yeah.
The best thing that happened to Trent at that horse show was when Mandy shaved that mustache off.
Yeah.
What was that bet, by the way? Did we get to know
If he
that?
didn't make it,
No, I didn't even do that because I wanted to cheer for him. I wanted him to make it. So I said 225 and higher, you get to keep the stash. 224 and a half or lower, I get to shave the stash. And be very clear, I was one of the loudest people in the stands cheering for him because I wanted him to make it.
He was super close last year.
Yeah.
He started off good, too. He started off really good. Then he got a little quicker on the ends. But the first 5 maneuvers were big. Big.
But that horse has been great for him. That's
Yeah,
an
for a
awesome
long
horse.
time. I want to
Man,
great job on
I just watched it on the TV, and there were so many incredible horses. Your horse was fantastic. He had baubles, and you mark a 27.
Pretty lucky to have that kind of horse.
Yeah.
Pretty lucky.
Danny Tremblay's yellow horse once again stopped his butt off, turned
man.
good. He
I
actually
think that's the best I've ever seen.
he actually ran his circles on him.
Yeah.
That's a special horse. Huh?
Oh, incredible!
And to be shown as many times. How old is that horse?
He's 8.
Yeah,
But he was his best horse for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And showed him everywhere, every time.
Pure.
Yeah, unbelievable, unbelievable. By that horse by Crush, and he's been just as
Yeah, I
every
think that
time.
one. He's from the first full crop of Crush, and
Well,
just
that-
knocks him down.
Martin Mulestedter's horse, solid, incredible.
And been shown a lot too.
Been showed, incredible.
Well, having to go to that many major events back to back and be at that good of a level and still come and be there every time. Like I got to back off and go to local shows for a year,
Yeah.
and get that horse just super comfortable.
I mean, maybe to the horse's defense, Danny did win all that money just loping circles on him.
Yeah.
He was part of the Casey Deary blue shirt program.
But he could, he could because that horse stops so big and turns so big. And
One of the best consistent stoppers. The only time he ever misses a stop, he entered him in the slide contest maybe
Yeah.
3 times and never stopped a 0 in the slide contest.
Yeah.
But when he does the rein-in, +1 4 times. It's crazy. This thing, it is really ridiculous. I've never
Incredible.
Yeah, and what a great pattern for that horse. I mean, it just a horse that stops like that every single time. There was no doubt when he was done, he was going to mark it off. He was legit.
And Borgie's horse.
seen. Yeah,
Gabriel
Borges' horse.
Stops a 1.5 coming in.
And turned
plus two.
unbelievable. Turned
Turns-
unbelievable.
Turns a +2. And you can, instead of going to this quarter bullshit that like they talk about, you can get him a +2 by by putting him a 1.5 to the left and just closing your eyes and going, he didn't overturn. Okay, even though there was a penalty, turn it.
It was a +1 3/4.
Do you guys know who made pattern 10?
No.
Rick Weaver. No.
Rick Weaver.
Oh, really?
Really?
Wrote it on a napkin.
Boy, he pissed some people off the first year they used it at the Derby because half the
Everybody
finals
went all
pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that pattern came around. It was real common to see people change leads.
2
and
large
go
fast, small slow. 2 large fast, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, was it Brian or Cody Sapersia at the futurity?
Both of them, probably.
Yeah, I think both of them went off pattern.
Summers in his famous gotcha runoff. You remember that? No,
Does he
that was
remember
before you were.
Was that
You were like 8, yeah,
Or less, yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
6.
not even born.
Well, anybody know what year that was?
What year was it? Later check.
Don't ask me. I definitely
no,
wasn't born.
Bueno Nick checks.
Yeah, that was.
You weren't born yet, or you were 2.
I'm a 96.
You were
so
still on the teat.
probably.
Yeah, yeah, that was great. Todd went in. Todd tied with Garth Brown, and Todd said, actually Garth said, let's just tie it. This is how I remember it. I'm not going to say it's because it's been a little bit, but this is going to be pretty close. Garth said, let's just tie, and Todd says, no, I'm going to run. So Todd went in and ran. I mean, he run to his first stop, turned hard both ways. First circle's good. Changed leads, went fast. And then when he came out, he told Garth, as he's walking up the alleyway, he told Garth, well, I zeroed. Go ahead. So Garth did the same thing, and they ended up tying.
Oh, I totally would not have done that.
Yeah.
Wasn't really
Garth, I don't think Garth was
Oh,
watching.
man.
Yeah.
I would have totally loped through and marked a 67. I'd
Yeah.
have trotted through my lead changes. I'd have.
Now we gotta have Todd on at some point and to defend himself, but I don't think he's gonna be able to much. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down.
Well, no, Tom. I didn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was my red shirt that made that decision.
Yeah.
Do you know what year was the first year they did pattern 10? Was
96, maybe 98. Maybe 1998. Sound familiar? 97, 98?
Oh, and you should know that. That was your
would be
heyday.
about right. I think.
I think it was 1998 was the first year.
Yeah, we weren't married yet. Because we did it at the extravaganza You went, got it out of the way at the extravaganza on measles hickory.
I did.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
shocking.
Well, you didn't remember if you did your small slow last
Last
weekend.
weekend. How was
Oh,
Yeah,
that was-
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. I couldn't remember, because I apparently, like, when I changed leads, it didn't matter because I was kind of already, my horse fell down in his second turn and had a 1 point turn penalty, so I just was kind of schooling through there. But still, I wanted to stay on pattern. So I changed leads, and apparently he put a trot step in there, and I didn't feel it. And
Kay left.
And
Yeah.
so I'm loping my large fast circle, and I look at Mandy standing there at the end, and she just goes to me like this, and I'm like, oh, I must not have loped my small slow circle. Like, I could not remember. So as I'm loping large fast circles, I'm looking, because I was the fifth guy in, so I'm looking at the tracks to see how many tracks of small slows there, which it didn't matter because I was out of it anyway, but
Oh my god.
I could not remember.
Then you changed leads, and then what?
What do you mean?
Changed the second lead, then what'd you do?
I asked Donnie if I was off pattern. Yeah, I looked at Donnie. I said, "I go off pattern," and Donnie just looked at me like, "Huh?"
He was as confused as you were.
Yeah, exactly. We were all confused.
And then Donnie went, did he go off pattern?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Then he got worried because he thought he missed it.
yeah.
You know.
No, I mean, that's the first time that's ever happened. I could not remember if I loped a small slow circle or not.
Yeah.
But getting a little older.
Yeah, well, that's what happens in the show pen. Your brain just turns to mush sometimes.
Yeah.
it
Especially
doesn't-
when you're not in
When
it
it's not
anymore.
going right,
Yeah.
you're not in it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't matter.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it takes forever to finish your pattern.
100%. Usually, I trotted both my lead changes on both horses. I mean, I trotted my small slow on my first one and my large fast. I don't know how you trot your. Well, he stumbled, but
Yeah, he changed and then he stumbled and then was out of lead.
Yeah.
So it's not like he missed the change. He just
Yeah.
fell down.
Big.
Bad luck.
Yeah, it was just dumb.
yeah.
Do we have another person on the show tonight that we didn't know about? Over there, Chatty?
yeah.
She's been on the show before.
Yep. Had a little. It goes like that, though. I mean, I showed 2 4-year-olds, and I was thinking about not showing them, but you kind of get them ready for the NRBC. For me personally, I know I got them better ready there than I would have if I just went and did some paid warm-ups at Tulsa.
Yeah.
You got to go through the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
100%.
No doubt about it. But I would say the average Fraw's horse is 10. Your horse is 8. I mean, there's a lot of. That's
Martin's horse was 8.
Martin's horse was 8. There's a lot of.
5-year-olds.
Well, how awesome is it to have an event where we can take a horse that's aged
Yeah.
out and go still do some great things with it?
No doubt.
I mean, it's great for our industry. It's great for our horses. It's great for our owners and riders too.
Change the value of what a 7-year-old, good 7-year-old is.
Well, I mean,
Like-
8 or 9 year olds are still carrying great value if they
Yeah.
can go qualify.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even just to qualify for that event. It's to qualify for the rookie. It's to
Yeah,
qualify for the non-pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That horse show is such a Super Bowl for people that don't have a fraternity horse or don't like. It can be their year-end goal. It's amazing. It's an incredible event. Who doesn't want to go to Vegas?
Who doesn't want to go to Vegas?
How many non-pros do you have in your barn? Is that a big part of your business?
It's all my business. I mean, for the past, I started my business in 2020. That's pretty much been all my business. It's been very rare for me to have an open horse. And if I have had an open horse, it's been a 3-year-old that's been trained
Right.
to be an non-pro horse.
But you've also double dipped. You've also made open finals here and there on your non-pro horses, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
all of them. I
the
mean,
kid showing the Palomino Wimpy.
yeah, long attitude.
Yeah,
Great mare.
Yeah, big stopping thing.
Yeah, no, I missed the 4 finals on her by half a point. I think she won the level, she was reserve in level 1 at the NRBC a year or 2 back, and I was a 22 and a half and missed the 4 finals on her by half a point.
The one year you showed the shining gun off of me too, Toffee,
CC Gun Show.
and did
Yeah.
pretty
What an
good.
awesome horse too, huh?
Yeah, good
Oh my
horse too.
gosh.
And you did good on him in the NRBC go around. Oh, you're 21.
Well, so no,
and a
that
half or
one, he did win the level 1 and I think he won the youth, right?
Yeah.
The level 1 NRBC non-pro and the youth, and then I showed him and I missed the 4 finals on him by half a point or one, but I still made it back to the 3. But yeah, no, that horse had 4 runs at the NRBC. Was awesome. Still is doing well actually, because that girl went to college in South Carolina, and now she rides with Josie Ann. I think he was an 18
in Florida.
Did
good
won
in Florida.
won the Derby or the non. I can't remember, but still doing really well.
Where is your business based out of now?
So we're in West Mansfield, Ohio.
Ohio. Okay.
So for the past 3 years too, I've been a in-home horse trainer for the Dorsey family, and this past year I just started back on my own at West Mansfield with my fiance Ariana over there, who by the way deserves a lot of credit for this past week. So we started out our own business again, starting the beginning of this year.
And you moved into where Brandon was staying, right? In between?
Yeah. So actually, since I moved back home, I've been going to ride with Brandon about at least once or twice a week. And where I was before, I was about 45 minutes from him. And when his place, he was rebuilding his place, he moved into Lazy H Ranch there in West Mansfield where I'm at now. So I just haul in and ride with him, and I got to meet the people that own that place. Sure enough, now that's only 10 minutes from his place. So before I actually came out here, I wanted to go ride with Brandon every day because I wanted someone to tell me, hey, what's it look like? What's it look like? And don't get me wrong, my fiance tells me what it looks like every day too, but sometimes I can't handle that much pressure.
Yeah. So our shows, it's a small world. So over the course of the last several years, we can see that you're getting better horses. You're getting it figured out. The training deal's getting better. The showing deal's getting better. The prep's getting better. It's all getting better. And then you come here and do this. Would you say this is your peak so far in your young career?
Yeah, 100%. To come to this kind of event and do that, 100%. Do I feel like my work has been at this level? Behind the scenes, yeah. But it takes showing up every day at other horse shows and just doing the job. And but yeah, coming out here and doing this, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, to this point, 100%. And I think a big thing that leads into doing what you said is that not settling for mediocrity and keep trying to improve yourself, whoever it may, at any point. I go ride with Brandon because I want someone to tell me, hey, what can I do better?
Right.
My fiance over there will tell me what I need to do better. And trying to constantly improve yourself at any little thing so that you could come out and do something like I did this week.
Could I give you a little bit of advice?
100%, please.
Don't let your fiance hang out with Mandy. Okay, because she's a dream crusher. She comes out with fangs.
And Brandon's a good guy for that too, because he'll tell you the truth, but he's always got a positive attitude.
Yeah.
He'll
To
talk.
me.
I'll be honest. He'll talk you up a little bit. He's like, man, that looks great. I'm like, I don't feel like it was that great.
He
oh,
will.
Man, you
Yeah. He
oh,
will
that looks
talk you
great.
up,
You're
dude.
great.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he's very positive.
brother,
guy.
I don't think that was that good, but he'll make you feel really good.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that is his superpower. You walk into his barn, and he makes you feel like you're on top of the
But you
world.
ask him how he's doing. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I
Yeah.
just got
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
I just got lucky.
He sends me a video about every week one of his 3-year-olds. I'm like, man, I don't think this is really good. And it's like, yeah, that's probably 1.5.
Yeah. I'm asking, what do you got for 3-year-olds? He's telling me this is, but they're so green. I'll send you a video, but they're so green. It's like January, one-handed, they slide 30 feet. It's like, dude, that's not green.
That's very good.
He's a special guy too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been a great mentor to me.
But you got to have people around you that
That push
I
you
watch
and
it.
build you up too.
Yeah, you got to have people around you that build you up. I watch it when I was up Tulsa the other day and watched 4 or 5 young guys walk up to the show pen, and they're surrounded by, and not just young guys. All kinds of successful guys in the industry walk up there, and they got 3 or 4 guys with them, and their wife and their help, and everybody's like on the same team. It takes a team.
So what I would say was a little different with my family is that my family didn't go out and buy me a lot of horses to show. They never did. But what they did is they made sure they surrounded me by great people, starting with Rick.
Yeah.
And, going through it, I've surrounded myself with great mentors like Brandon or Brett Walters or Lee Mancini. These guys are a lot older than I am, but the wisdom that they've shared with me over the years has been priceless.
Yeah.
And not just about the horse training, but life. Because truthfully, horsemanship is not just, learning the skill, but also, controlling your emotions and behaviors to transfer over to that horse and do the best job possible you can.
No doubt about it. And I would add Trevor onto that list.
100%, yes.
Yeah.
And, Brian and,
Well, Trevor's mom too, Linda.
Yeah, for sure. Trevor probably a little, what's the word I'm looking for? When I'm comparing Trevor to Brian.
Softer.
Maybe a little better.
Like one is more of a Bob Ross painter and one's more of a graffiti artist.
There we go.
I'm gonna paint a happy, happy little tree.
One's Bob Ross, one's Banksy. One's Banksy.
That was spot on, guy.
Yeah, that was good. That's why we have him come back, because once every 3 shows, he adds something to the show. So,
Yeah, that was brilliant, guy.
yeah, that was pretty brilliant.
Every
right?
once in a while.
When you brought up having people around you that build you up, is that what you're missing maybe? Is somebody around you that builds you up?
Oh, 100%. We both are. Yeah. Yeah.
No, because believe it or not, lack of success does, after a while, start to wear on you. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty confident in what I do, so it doesn't really matter to me what I hear anywhere else, or I just do what I think I need to do. But it does. It does after a while. You go a little bit, and there's momentum, and there's when you're on that roll and things are going your way, you feel good, and that's the biggest thing you're going to get out of this. That confidence of I can go play with these guys, and I don't care if it's football, basketball, shooting 3-pointers. I compare a lot of stuff to sports. Shooting 3-pointers, if you shoot a 3-pointer and you miss one and you're going to get benched, you're going to suck. Mm-hmm. But if you get the green light to just fire away, the best 3-point shooters in the country, that if they're shooting 40% and they're the best in the league, well, if they miss 6 in a row, they're going to make the next 4.
So I have a good story to add to that. So I went to the qualifier in Scottsdale, I think 2-3 years ago, and I showed 3 horses, and I think the highest I marked was a 17.5, not even close. And I had a close person to me come up to me and say, "You know what, Ben, at the local shows, you kill it. You do great, you win everything, but you coming out here and showing with these guys and not being close, I don't think it's good for your business." And I sat there and I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm going to come out and keep swinging, because all you need to do is hit it one time.
Yeah,
if you're a baseball player and you hit 3 for 10, you're an all-star, Yeah. So, I think there's a lot to be said. Just keep swinging, keep trying, keep trying your best to come out and do that, because, let's be honest, I'm the underdog for this deal, but somehow I got there, and it's a great moment for me. It's a great moment for
It's a great moment for the industry.
100%. And that's keep swinging.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Be rocky.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting thing about the million too. Is pretty much every year there's been 1 or 2 people qualify.
People or horses that qualified that you didn't think were capable.
Or not that you didn't think were capable, but you just didn't think of. You know what I mean? Like, you're thinking of all that. You're thinking of fraternity champions, derby champions, all the people that are entered, and then somebody sneaks in there that, like Ben, we'll use obviously as the example here. He marked a 25 at the Congress last year, tied with me on Varsity Blue and Cole on Scotty Doesn't Know.
Everybody good was
Cole
there. Everybody that's
and
in the business
he tied
was there.
us, but not everybody's watching that. So when I get down there, I know Ben can qualify because I saw him show at Congress. Yeah. Not everybody knows that. Same with Matt McCausland the year before. When he marks that big score, a lot of people surprised. Andy Paul was the bit judge. She said, no, I've watched him in Idaho. I marked him a 5.5 in Idaho. And you know Andy Paul, that's not easy to do. You know, so we just don't see it. It takes coming from Idaho or the Congress, whatever, and showing up there. It's not that you can't do it, you just never showed up.
That's a good point.
And you cannot play at that level. Again, part of the reason I went to that show, I got 2 4-year-olds that I know are probably on the lower end of that. But if you don't go and play in that pool,
Yep.
you cannot play at that level. You know, you can't go play at the weekend 4-H shows and then go to the top end. You just can't.
Ground's not good enough there.
At the 4-H show.
Well, you make a great point. You know, so I took that horse to NRBC last year as a 7-year-old, and you know, I was a 15 and a half, not nearly good enough. But I could tell you right now, if I didn't go to that horse show, and try to push him to that level, we would not have done what we did now. And that's hard for some customers to say, well, let's send our horse halfway across the country and spend all this money and not make it. But you have to understand the long-term goal here of the process, that we got to keep trying and swinging and put these horses in these situations and put ourselves in situations to try and find which way is going to fit this horse best.
Yeah, and I talked to your owner, you know, because we were kind of stalled
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
He stopped at the front of the stalls, and I was standing there. He said, well, you know, we might not have a chance, but you only live once. We'll spend the money. I have the money. You only live once. And I was like, no, you got a chance. You're here. There's a reason you're here. But even your owner was like, it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, we have a little chance, but you know, I just want to see it. And those are the kind of people you need behind
But
you.
you got to have owners that are willing
That are
to
like
say
that.
go.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to give a little credit to my owner here. He's been with me since I started. Back when I was 25 years old, just coming off being an assistant, probably only weighed 180 pounds, you know, little guy. And he saw something in me back then, and he's been with me the entire time. And we've had, gosh, I don't know how many horses now, but we've had some horses that have worked out great. We've had horses that we've had to move on from, and he stuck with me. He stuck with the process, because any loyal customer or fan of a team, whatever it may be, is going to understand there's winning and losing. But there's a process that I believe in. There's a guy I believe in, and I'm going to stick with him. And eventually we're going to win. And that's what we got here.
He seems
He's a
like
great
a great
customer.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And I assume also more than a customer, I assume he's a friend, somebody that buys into your program like that. You know, I mean, it takes more than just being, for me personally, I love it when a client, I get so much reward when a client is thrilled. You make the fraternity finals, you make any finals of any major, and they are just, you know, they're thrilled to death. I mean, that's rewarding.
So Matt Lance came up to me maybe a couple years back. My owner, Rink Hewley, he was showing in Midland, Michigan on another horse named Mr. Whizzical. And he won the 7-up maturity on this horse. And this guy's been in the industry for 30 years. This was his first Lawson trophy he won. And Matt walked up to me and said, no matter how many 74s or 75s you mark in your life, you winning a Lawson for that guy who's been doing it for 30 years may be the best horse training job you've ever done. You know, and when I'm not trying to talk down on Rink, but pushing that guy to know that, hey, you can do this. Take the coach and trust the process. You can go win something. And to see that guy have as much success as he did on that horse or Mr. Whizzical, that horse has achieved and exceeded every goal that man has had. And also his wife Mariana has been his backbone too. That may be more rewarding to me, is having that guy achieve his goals, than me doing it myself. And like you said, it's hard not to get connected to customers, because I've spent more time with customers than I have family. And it's hard not to get connected to these people, because, you know, some customers, they come and go. And you spend years with them, it's hard not to get connected to them. But when you have a customer that has been with you for a long time and they achieve goals, I mean, there's not a much more rewarding thing than that.
No, I agree. And I think that's one of the things in our industry, though, when people are together that much and share that much in the pressure situations at the horse shows in the middle of the night. And I think it goes both ways. When a client when a client leaves a trainer, I think it can be really hard on a trainer.
It's
like,
hard.
it's because you're not just losing a client, you're losing somebody that you were invested in. And I think it goes both ways. Like a client can get invested in a trainer, and if the trainer, any of us can buy somebody a wrong horse, and I think
Yep.
most clients know that. But from the client side, if they buy into their trainer and their trainer sells them one for too much money, or takes advantage of that, then it's hard on the clients too. It goes both ways. So to find that balance where you got a great client and a great trainer, I mean, we're all fortunate to be in that situation. We all have clients like that, and it makes the whole thing work.
I think some people, like when you lose a really good horse or something, they feel bad because you lost the horse. But sometimes, like the feeling of like almost betrayal, I don't know if that's the right word, but you lose a friend sometimes when a client leaves because you feel like you've built that relationship. You're like all my clients, I feel like I'm friends with too. Like we can hang out, go to dinner, do whatever. And there's no like, I got to go with my client tonight. So when those people leave, I feel like you lose. Like it cuts you deeper, way deeper than losing a horse. I think people miss that sometimes from the
But
outside.
these horses are a multiple year process too. You don't just have them for 6 months.
Yep.
You have them for 2 to 10 years. So it's hard not to have a relationship with anybody when you're hanging around doing business that long. So
Yeah, and to your point, I think you're saying you can also have a relationship with that horse. I mean, you've been
Yeah.
through some stuff.
Oh yeah.
3, 4, 5-year-old, and depending on where it goes, I mean, you can it can hurt depending on where. If it goes somewhere where that it's not going to be a good situation for the horse,
Well,
it's tough.
not even that when you own them. When you own a horse that's been great to you, and you know that as horse trainers, we need to sell them to make a living,
Yep.
Yeah.
and we have to let go of them. But it's life-changing money.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. I'm sure you guys too. We love horses.
Yep.
And we grow a connection with them, and it's hard to let them go. And no matter what amount of money,
Yep.
it's hard to let them go. So
Yep. No
There's
doubt.
a couple of them. It doesn't matter what the number is. If it doesn't feel good to sell them, you do it because you have to do it. But you don't go to bed that night just happy as you can be. You go to bed that night thinking,
losing
man,
sleep.
Yeah.
I wish I still had that. That money in my bank account looks good, but man, I wish I could walk in the barn tomorrow and go pet him, go see him. Those are the ones that are hard.
yeah, I wish I had that customized whiskey. Both of them guys over there
Custom-made.
saying that.
Custom made whiskey.
Why did we sell that custom made whiskey?
I did damn good on custom made
I'm
whiskey.
just messing.
Yeah.
I bought him.
I'm just
and
messing.
sold him double my money. Sold him 30,000. Knocked it out.
And when it's a yearling, it's easy. You
Yeah.
don't have that emotional connection.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
there's people. We're at the point Mandy and I are at the point in our lives where we can pick and choose where we sell them. There's some people we won't sell the ones we like to certain people. I mean, we just don't. We pick and choose because the good ones aren't hard to sell.
Nope.
So you call the people that are going to take care of them.
Usually one phone call is all it takes.
Yes, right, right.
No, because I paid quite a bit for Bodie. I bought him from my customer, and I didn't really want to sell him.
Yeah.
But it was decent money to sell him. But it's the same thing. I loved him, and I put a lot of time into that horse.
Yeah, we
know.
probably need to stop and give Joe some credit on this horse. Can we deep dive into your story with this horse?
You bought him as a yearling from me, and then you showed him until when? End of his 4-year-old year?
I think you guys should go even back farther till he was doing the one rein stops and all
Well,
that.
this horse in
Round
the round pen was unbelievable.
Yeah.
After 90 days in the round pen, you never see anything like it.
Yeah,
He
right.
could almost do a pattern.
Do you put him in the round pen?
You ever-
Does he train himself in the round pen? Has that horse taught you anything in the round pen?
I'm from Ohio. We don't have round pens.
They don't have round pens.
You're missing half of what that horse knows, man.
Yeah. Before the million, put him in the round pen.
Yeah.
Because
Put him in that
it's-
round pin and see what that thing can
Kate,
do.
where did you get it?
You'll bring him back to the strong
Oswaldo.
He bought
217s again, baby.
Yeah, he bought it from Oswaldo.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we went out of the pasture, and I mean, he was pretty badass looking right away.
I think, somehow Tim got an embryo. No, I don't know how that was the mare you showed.
The little mare.
Yeah, I guess Oswaldo just bought the mare and bred to whiskey right away, and that was her first one.
Yeah.
Bred her to whiskey when I was showing her at the riding
Yeah,
slide in
like
Tulsa.
hauled her
Yeah,
from
hauled
Tulsa
her,
to
yeah.
Purcell, bred her, and hauled her back.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he must have been in the deal when they sold the mare or something. And then Oswaldo wanted to sell him. And I remember going out there. He was the prettiest one out there. Every time I went out there, he caught my eye. And I was looking to sell him to somebody, and I had $15,000 from a horse that my dad bought him as my graduation present, basically. From
Good
Frank.
present. Good job. Good
Well,
job, Dad.
Bought him for like $6,500, $7,500. Then I showed him at the Derby, flipped him for $15,000. I was supposed to use that to go towards a down payment on a house. And instead, I was standing out there and it just hit me. Well, why don't I buy him?
That's a horse trainer's deal right there. Not buy a house, let's buy a horse.
And then
Yeah.
he won the run for $1 million and paid for the whole house.
Yeah, but I
Yeah, right.
sold the horse before that.
Yeah.
But Fred Tremblay really wanted to buy him too. I remember that. Fred and Joe were really into him, but Joe got to him first. And then
Yeah.
I only owned him for like a month or 2 months, not very long, and moved him on to Joe. He's the first one I ever owned myself.
Now, Joe, when you showed him as a 3 and 4,
Yeah, I think so, right?
and you were, I looked up you were 20s on him about every time, weren't you?
Yeah, we made, like I said, I think when I showed him in Tulsa, I showed him one-handed and screwed up, and then Ardmore, he was all right. And then by the time we got to the futurity, like he was doing pretty good. And then, yeah, Cade and I were the last lot making it into the level 4. And then I think I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Did you buy
I didn't
him?
make it.
You buy him from Gary right in between the fraternity and the NRBC as a 4-year-old?
Yeah, I think so. Because he was wanting to sell it. I didn't want to lose the horse. So then I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought him.
And Megan let you buy
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
We
that's where the wife
both.
said, "Did it?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
we both
and
went,
make-
let's do this.
Yeah, no, you
Spend the
honey,
most money that we've ever spent on a horse.
Honey, please. Please
What do you
can I
think
buy
about
Bodie?
this? Yeah.
Tell the truth.
No, I'm telling you. I came up with it. She said, yes, you are awesome. Good idea. We'll do whatever you say, honey. Yeah, that's how that went down. But, yeah. But then I didn't want to sell him, and then I was just going to take him to the fraternity or something? Well, you were there, too. I think I was just going to take him to the fraternity just to ride around because I didn't want to leave him at home. I didn't have anybody at home to ride him. And then Jennifer bought him.
Jennifer Greenleaf. bought
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, before I went to the show, because I was going to take him, and you said, "Don't take him to the show. Someone's going to buy him from you." And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to sell him." And then you guys bought him, so right?
So how'd that work out, that not selling him thing?
What?
Well, just like you just talked about.
Yeah, I mean, it
Sometimes
was
you just
kind
have
of
to, yeah.
I remember when I called Cade and said, I'm looking for a horse that's a little older, that's going to be good and on for a horse. He goes, well, I got that custom-made whiskey horse. I said, you do? He's for sale? We'll come out there and try him, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna buy him.
Yeah.
Because I remember when you had him, and I love that horse.
Just he's always had a very neat profile. Everybody's always liked to watch him.
He's looked super happy doing his job.
That's that Joe Schmidt in the round pen. Here's
Yeah, you got it.
and Hackamore
This is
rode
it.
him in the Hackamore a long time.
Dude, if that thing ever misses a stop, you just pull one rein, fixed.
You might make a good point there. And so when I had him before so I showed him at the NRBC, I wasn't real happy with that run. I took him home. I said, let's just start loping him in a Hackamore. I started watching that horse present himself in a Hackamore. I'm like, man, that looks great. We should keep doing that. So I had my help keep loping him in a Hackamore, and I really wouldn't do much on him. And then I throw him in the Romels and pull him around a little bit and say, Rink, go show him. And that horse looked better than ever. So I think I'm going to dive into a rabbit hole here, but riding the Hackamore and letting those horses be where they want to be and natural
Yeah.
can kind of change their way they present themselves.
can change their feet a lot. Sometimes I think we turn good lopers into bad lopers by messing with their face too much. Put them in a Hackamore for a couple weeks, and their feet go back to what they normally do loping around. I think it can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Well, that probably brings up a good point to the judges here. You guys sit and watch a lot of runs.
It's really hard to have a horse that looks overdone and make it not look overdone. And the ones that are overdone, they are teaching us to pay attention to it, and we are not supposed to give it credit because quality of movement matters, right?
Yep.
And how it moves matters, and how its disposition is matters. So if it's mad and doing this with his head down, it matters. You can't mark it.
Well, it's hard because some of these horses are so good-minded that they'll let you do anything you want. And as a trainer, our job is to improve quality of feet, improve quality of face, improve quality, do more. And then these things, next thing are doing things that are somewhat unnatural because we're trying to do more and more. And then we go back to our point before. Back off. Less pressure. Let them be where they want to be. And a lot of times you do more. Get more done at least.
Yeah. Well, and especially an older horse that's trained. I think sometimes if you just let them be them, without, it doesn't matter who they are. They're going to their job every day. And if they go to their job every day and you're picking on them every day, the same thing every day, I think some of them wear out.
Yeah.
And if you just go let them have some good days, I think it makes a big difference in why they last longer. And one thing we've noticed, especially there, but all over the industry, there's a lot more 10-year-olds that can go play at a high level now than what there was 20 years ago. We train them better, we take care of them better, we do the paid warm-ups, we do all the things to help them last for a long time.
One thing that helped Bodie, work them on cows.
Yeah, I believe it.
Just give them something else to think about.
When I started playing with the cow horse last year, I started working a couple reiners on cattle. And a couple of my 3-year-olds too. It's amazing when you actually give them a point of reference,
A job.
a true job that they can understand. Because, loping circles at some point, they're like, why do I keep loping?
Yeah.
When you say, hey, we got to go catch this cow, stop this cow, turn this cow, and do it vice versa, or circle that cow, so be it. It gives them a point of reference, and they could actually correlate their job to that.
Yeah.
And that's something for him, I think, really freshened him up. That I've done that with quite a few of them. It's helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows stop,
knows his
turn,
Yeah,
fast, slow,
for
change
sure.
leads. There's nothing you're going to teach him on a daily basis like that.
Correct. That horse is completely trained when I got him. And something that was cool for me with working the cow horses, that was a different feel for me when I started riding cow horses, is that their desire to work a cow was something that I never felt. Because you could turn them loose on a cow, and they'd work a cow. And it's like somehow, if I could get a reiner to when I lay a rein, they want to turn as hard as if they're working a cow or holding a cow like a cow horse, then maybe I might be able to get something more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smartest Ciccolina was an example of something similar to that. I never rode him at home because he didn't want me to tell him what to do every day at home. I let my help ride him at home. I said, if he lifts his head up, puts his head, it doesn't matter. Let him do whatever he wants. Because he would take me for 4 or 5 days at a horse show. He would be okay with you telling him where to be and what to do. And then he was, again, it took me a minute to figure that out. But once I did, then he was, that horse was consistent going and being the winner. Like he won the Saddlesmith series and he won a lot. But I never rode him at home, ever. Because he didn't want to be right all the time. He was fine for you to tell him what to do 4 or 5 days, but that was it.
Yep.
Yep. So
I'm a little that way, I think.
yeah.
I think that is spot on, Gun.
Yeah.
Twice tonight, you've been spot on.
Are we going to see you in the snaffle bit fraternity anytime soon?
I had a snaffle bitter last year.
Oh, you did?
I did. I had a raise and a cash filly that I owned with my friend Mason Dorsey, and really cool little mare. I took her the SRCHA pre-fraternity and did really well in the reining. And I think I got by in the herd work, but I got smoked by a cow in the cow work. And but in the practice pen, I was winning the practice pen, and I was feeling really good about myself. And I thought I was going to win that deal in the practice pen. But in the cow horse, I learned real quick that is
Cow
not the
has
case.
a way of humbling you.
Oh man, did it humble me. But anyways, I sold her there at that horse show, and she went on to a month later. I think she made the level 4 non-pro snaffle bit finals, won the 1 through 3
Oh, wow.
with my friend Dustin Mills is coaching. In hindsight, oh man, I kind of wish I kept her, but the hard part with the snaffle bit, it conflicts with the Congress. So I said, do I go to the Congress or do I go snaffle bit? And I had a reiner, and I'm like, I probably got to go do the reining. But the cow horse, man, that is some fun. You know, if I have a good one, I'll go. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Hard for you from Ohio. Not to
We're
go
from
to-
Ohio. Well, so
Not to go to the
place we're at
Congress.
now is one of the
Hey, one of the greatest ever cow horse guys from Ohio.
Finley,
Crawford.
Ohio.
Well,
Yeah, but it's just hard not to go to the Congress for you more than
it's
anything.
yeah. I don't, how do you not go to the Congress?
Especially with the non-pro business that you have.
Exactly. And now with my fiance and I, maybe we can make it work. Maybe one of us goes snaffle bit, one of us goes Congress. I don't know. But you just have to play with the horses you have. But
You won't get to eat the fly rice.
At the Congress.
That's a Congress. Fly rice.
oh gosh, I didn't know what you said.
That was the point.
Beef and broccoli.
Yeah, that cow horse is some fun, and you know those horses that just a really good cow horse is a really good reiner. You know those the world's greatest horses. Those things can rein around really good. They can cut. They can do the fence work. They can rope off and things. You know, I think the guys that do that. I mean, the horsemanship in that deal is. I mean, gosh, you know Corey and Chris. How many 4 finals in the reining have they made?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
few
those-
for sure.
They can get on a reiner or a cutter or a cow horse, and they can compete with anyone.
Yep.
So, I mean, the level of horsemanship in that deal is extraordinary. And that's kind of what's drawn me to it is that would I have made the qualifier if I didn't start playing in the cow horse last year? Probably not, I'll be honest with you. Because me pushing myself to try to do a new event and improve my horsemanship, it just made me a better rider. Some people may say, it's a distraction to your reining. I don't think so at all. Trying to improve your horsemanship in any way is going to help you.
Yeah, you're going to
Without a
learn
doubt.
little things, even if it's just one little thing.
Well, number one, keeping my balance. I'm a big guy. You know, trying to do the fence work, golly, it's easy to fall off. I did fall off one time last year. Tore my shoulder. Actually, I can't throw the football no more. It's kind of a...
Were you showing
that,
it?
That dream is dead.
Yeah, it's gone. I can't go back and play college ball even if I have eligibility now. That shoulder's done.
Back to school. What's
Oh, yeah. Were you were showing and you fell off, or you were just
Oh,
practicing?
no. So it was... I came down... So it was actually before... the SRCS pre-fraternity was a week before Vegas. And then you guys know, I mean, Vegas is a long trip from Ohio. So I'm like, well, I'll come down and show the pre-fraternity. And as soon as I'm done with the pre-fraternity, I'll just go to Vegas. Split up my trip. So I'm staying at Dustin Mills, and we're working cattle. And got to remember, I'm bringing my cow horse that hasn't seen cattle in like 2 months. And I'm working cows on it. And he's got this big 200 by 400 track, and we're doing fence runs. And sure enough, this mare is not real big, by the way. And I'm circling up, and I lean forward, like trying to catch this cow, and I'm big, and we went right over her, and I fell on my shoulder. And this mare about hit me, and I rolled out of the way, and Dustin just goes, "Ha! That was really good for you." I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Oh." Now you know where to sit. And that's a true statement, because when you're going as fast as you need to go, you sitting left or right or forward or back can mess with the horse's balance. And as we talk about balance, and balance is a big deal in the eyes of the reining judges and how those horses present themselves. And if you take their balance away from them, it'll hurt your maneuver. So I think doing the cow horse and having to make sure I stay balanced to make sure they stay upright push me to stay more balanced in the reining so that they can do their maneuver to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
And Bodie's a good example because to me, he haven't one. I'm sure you can. The hardest thing for me was he could turn really cool, but having him balanced was really hard.
Yes.
So I mean, maybe just sitting different helps him turn too. Because
Well,
he was
stop
for me,
too.
Yeah, everything.
100%. Even circling, because that horse can circle and present himself in such a cool way. But if you get lean forward,
Yeah.
because he'll kind of carry himself a little downhill.
Yeah.
And if you get riding up in there, and that's the only thing we talk about the qualifier. You know, the pin was a little maybe odder shape for a reining pin. If I would have pressed faster and leaned forward, we might have popped out a lead or fell down. Honestly,
Yeah, because the ground was funny.
Ground was deep.
slick.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen,
We did it again.
we got through another show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being
coming.
here. Appreciate
Appreciate it.
it. Grow the show. I didn't forget this time.